We're living in a world where technology is a part of our everyday life, yet many adults don't even have a basic understanding of how computers work. As educators, we can't let our students fall into the same trap. We must begin providing them with opportunities to learn about basic computer processes. There are several benefits to teaching coding in the classroom. Coding will prepare our students for living and working in the future where many jobs and occupations will require knowledge of software and programming or will consider these an asset. Coding will provide students with opportunities to strengthen problem-solving and thinking skills as it promotes computational thinking, breaking larger problems into smaller ones. And most importantly, for students, coding is fun. To introduce coding into your classroom, use programs and apps that have cool graphics and simple tutorials dressed up as games to help kids learn. Differentiate instruction by allowing students to play games using coding skills, or for more advanced students, allow them to create their own games by using their knowledge of code. Promote exploration and collaboration by letting students support each other throughout the inquiry process.
Hi, my name is Scott Dickey. I'm a grade 1-2 teacher in the Waterloo Region District School Board. And I started using coding in the classroom when my professional learning network on Twitter was using the hashtag Hour of Code, and decided to do a little research and follow the hashtag and ask some questions. And I came across this app called Lightbot, which is a great app. It's a free app that's on iPads. And I introduced it to my class, and I wasn't quite sure what to expect as grade 1s and 2s, but once we showed the basics of coding and what the steps were, they really took off with it. And it started out, they asked a lot of questions to me, and we would break down the steps in problem solving. And I think that was probably the biggest benefit that I saw in my kids and my kids saw, is to take one big coding problem and break it down into smaller steps so that they could solve that one, then move on to the next problem and the next problem. And after a week or so, it was neat to just stand back and watch, because they're coding amongst themselves. They're seeking each other to solve the problems rather than coming to me, and it was just great for their self-confidence and, again, their problem-solving skills. And I could see it carrying into math, because I'd start to reference that when they were having trouble with problem solving. Think about when you were coding, break down those steps and go through the math problems. So it was a huge benefit in the classroom.
If you're considering coding in your classroom, begin by introducing the Hour of Code. The Hour of Code is a global movement that is designed to familiarize students with code and show that anybody can learn the basics. The movement was originally created for Computer Science Education Week, but can be done at any time and can take more than an hour or less than an hour if needed. Simple tutorials are available for students. Games, activities, and lessons are also available and easy to access and can be found on code.org or hourofcode.com.
Hi, I'm Leah.
And I'm Tanya.
And we're lucky enough to be studying computer science.
Hi, I'm Tanya.
We think it's terrible that 90% of schools don't teach it.
They definitely didn't offer it at my high school.
Thanks.
So we're trying to make this video to show that anybody can learn. We want to get 10 million students to do the Hour of Code.
Hour of Code.
Hour of Code.
The Hour of Code.
Hour of Code.
Hour of Code.
Hour of Code.
The Hour of Code.
How do you get him to get to the sunflower? He needs to do some actions.
I got it.
Hey!
And then we'll run it and see what happens.
Amazing.
There we go.
You just wrote your first program.
I wrote it?
Yeah. This is the code that you just wrote.
Very awesome.
I thought code was like FBI hacker symbols and stuff.
A little bit of problem solving, a little bit of logic. It's like instructions.
Programming is a lot easier today.
Don't just play on your phone, program it.
All right.
Awesome.
How does someone go about getting a job?
Maybe take an online class, find a class at a community college. You can get one of the best paying jobs in the world.
I think medicine's moving into the whole computer age.
Technology touches every part of our lives. If you can create technology, you can change the world.
So we're excited that you are participating in today's Hour of Code.
We just did 2 lines of code.
3 lines of code. 4 lines.
7 lines.
5 lines.
Escribir 25 líneas de código.
5 lines.
60 lines of code.
99 lines.
60 lines. 18 lines of code.
75 lines of code.
Doesn't matter how old you are.
Todos lo pueden hacer.
The Hour of Code.
Hour of Code.
Yeah, programming a code.
The Hour of Code.
The Hour of Code.
The Hour of Code.
Whether you're a young man or a young woman, whether you live in a city or a rural area,
Everybody in this country should learn how to program a computer.
And I just completed the
Hour of Code.
It's actually really easy to learn.
Girls should learn this too.
Understand that language. That's going to be the future.
Anyone can learn computer science. And you can learn too.
Jack Dorsey, Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, all of y'all. I'm learning.
Give it a shot.
Here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give that to the people. spread it across the country. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give it to the people, spread it across the country. Here we go.